Hello, friends! I hope you all are staying safe and healthy in these troubling times. This is Carrie, and welcome back to I Like Reddit channel. Today we have 4 stories out of the Entitled Parents subreddit. Let's begin! Hey, Carrie here. Just before we begin, just wanted to let you know that there might be some background noise that I can't avoid. It's raining pretty hard outside, so just wanted to give you a heads up. Anyway, our first story is by Angel Nightshade. Em tried to kill me because I didn't want to travel with her. The entitled mom in this story is my mom. This happened 2 years ago, and school holiday was coming in. My mom, a week before, told me that we were going to Myanmar in the holidays so I could visit my friends because I used to study abroad there for a few years and haven't seen them in a year. She told me she had already bought the tickets, and I was really excited. 3 days before holidays started, my mom and I were on our way to school, and she told me about the flight, and the conversation went something like this. Em, hey, OP. Me? Yeah? Em, remember when I told you we were going to Myanmar on holidays? Well, I actually didn't buy the tickets yet because it was so expensive. So I bought tickets to Thailand instead. I already booked it for both of us. So what do you say? I was speechless. Em, well, I know you're sad, but if you don't want to come, then that's okay. I'll bring my friend instead so the ticket doesn't go to waste. Me, yeah, I'm really not interested. Sorry. Now this is where the crap begins. Apparently even when she asked me and gave me an honest answer, she did not like it at all. She started berating me and yelling at me. Em, wow, what's with the long face? So this is how it's going to be? Wow. Just because I didn't get the tickets, you're going to act like a little crap? You should be ashamed of yourself. I knew your friends are far more important than your own mother. I raised you and sacrificed everything for you. And now you're gonna act up just because I wanted to go to Thailand instead? I was just silent and scared because she started swerving the car around on the highway, literally. I wish I was making this up, but she literally sped up the car, braked so hard to the point where my head hit the front seat. I was sitting in the back seat, by the way. She kept doing this on our way to school. Thankfully, there wasn't a lot of cars on the road at the time, but she literally kept speeding up and braking over and over again, even when we were at my school compound. After we finally arrived, she parked the car outside the school gates and told me to get the F out, and she drove away, almost hitting me. I should also mention that this is not the first time she has done this to me. She's been doing this ever since I was a kid, when I was almost 9 years old or so. Every time, whenever she is raging at me in the car, will purposely swerve her car to the point where she almost hits an obstacle. Then she would brake and swerve really hard around it. She will keep doing this until she arrives at our destination, or sometimes she would stop somewhere to just hit me. Edit, I forgot to mention that after I came back home from school, she told me to apologize for wasting her money, etc. Edit number 2. A lot of you have suggested for me to call the police, which I will do when I can, but the reason why I'm holding back is because we have personal family problems, and if my mom goes to jail in any way, shape, or form, it will bring more problems. But once everything is settled, I will gather evidence and contact the authorities. I understand that OP is in a tough spot, but I feel it's better sooner rather than later to contact the authorities now, or at least CPS, because what the mother's doing is child abuse. She's mentally and physically abusive, and I don't think the abuse is going to get any better. But what do you guys think? Please post your comment in the comment section down below. Our next story is posted by Shy Girl Turned Sassy. Entitled Aunt tried to barge into my room while I was changing my clothes and got her head banged against the door. My crazy entitled aunt, whom you all know so well by now, had an annoying habit, one of her many annoying habits, to just storm in when I'm changing my clothes. The door would be closed, and if it wasn't locked, she would just let herself in. My protest that I might be in a state of undress would fall on deaf ears, as did any insistence that she knock before entrance like a civilized human being. The following incident happened when I was 18 or 19. Aunt and her husband were over for a visit. I was in my room changing my clothes. My bedroom door had a small defect. It wouldn't lock properly. So anytime it was closed, my dad, stepmom, and stepbrother would either knock or ask if they could come in. Not my entitled aunt, of course. She considered herself above such frivolous courtesies. She could come into the room as and when she saw fit, and mere mortals would just have to live with it. Unfortunately for her, this mere mortal had had enough of her privacy being invaded. My top was off when I heard the door begin to creak open. I yelled, "I'm changing, wait outside." As expected, Aunt didn't listen and was about to stick her head in when I swiftly reached the door and pulled it back a little and slammed it hard into the aunt's thick skull. Not enough to crack her skull, but enough to hurt. Aunt let out a howl that instantly brought a smile to my face. She went downstairs, whining. I followed. She yelled at my dad about what I had done. My dad and uncle, Aunt's husband, were drinking at the time and were uncharacteristically chilled. Dad just looked at her, then looked at me and said something like, "Yeah, don't do that." My uncle just burst out laughing, as if his wife getting her head banged was the funniest thing he had ever heard. Such a dismissal of her grievances was too much to bear for my aunt. She demanded that they leave immediately. Uncle told her he was in no condition to drive. Besides, he and my dad were going to watch a cricket match, so leaving was out of the question. Aunt dialed my cousin's number, believing wholeheartedly that her son would come to her aid. But judging from her end of the conversation, cousin was out with his friends and wasn't going to drive all the way over to deal with her stupid butt, and why couldn't she stop getting into unnecessary squabbles? Aunt had no options left. She just sat down on the couch while holding against her head an ice pack that my stepmom had brought for her. Her anger was boiling over, but was completely ignored by my happy dad and uncle. It was a lovely evening. You know, the cousin does have a point. I mean, this is all the aunt's fault. All she had to do was knock on the door and she wouldn't have a bump on her head. But no, her entitlement is more important than the comfort and respect given to other family members. So, I have no sympathy for her whatsoever. What do you guys think? Do you think the OP in the story was too hard on the aunt, or that the aunt got what she deserved? Please put a comment in the comment section down below. If you've been watching until here and are enjoying my content, please put some heart emojis in the comment section down below. Our next post is by Oh No Spaghettio, entitled "Mom Tried to Shame Me for Buying Baby Formula." I was grocery shopping today for the first time since the crap hit the fan with the Voldemort virus, and I was just trying to get in and get out as fast as possible. Good plan. I kept to myself and had my headphones in, but when I got to the checkout line, a woman in her 40s came up to me, crosses the 6-foot line, and told me, "You should put the baby formula back. You don't need it. You're taking it away from some actual babies that need it. Ones like my nephew." I had 2 tubes of formula in my cart for my 8-month-old daughter. I told her that I did have a baby, and she just scoffs and said, "Likely story. Where's the baby?" And then went back to join her partner in line. I'm 18, and I have a baby face, so I guess she thought I couldn't have a baby. I know it's not outrageous like a lot of these EP stories, but it kind of upset me. OP didn't do a dang thing wrong, and I do feel bad for them that they had to deal with this crap from somebody who really should mind their own business and, leave people alone. But that's the problem with Karens. They can't just leave people alone. It's one thing if OP went in there and grabbed like 50 tubes of baby formula. Yeah, then that's a problem. But 2 is a reasonable amount. The other thing is, who the hell made Karen the gatekeeper of who gets to have baby formula? And part of me thinks that what Karen was trying to do was intimidate the OP into giving up her baby formula so that she could have it. Otherwise, why would she bring up her nephew? But what do you guys think? Do you think Karen is just an idiot trying to bully the OP into giving up their baby formula so that she could have it? Or do you think that Karen is just a nosy idiot who can't mind their own business and go about their day without harassing other people? Please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Moving on to our final story. Our final story is by Epic Gamer Username, entitled "Mom Tried to Get Me Fired by Claiming I Charged Her for More Than What She Was Supposed to Pay." Okay, so this was a while ago, back when I worked at a water park. It was a very hot day, and I'm working at the tube stand. My job is to sit at my station behind the cash register and ring up people for rentable inflatable tubes that they can use for the day. We have the double tubes, which is a figure 8 looking inflatable tube with holes in the center to put your legs through, and we have single tubes, which is a donut shaped tube. Fast forward a few hours, we had sold out all of the double tubes and only had a few single tubes left, and my shift shift was almost over. I'm sitting there, minding my business, and then the mom and her 2 kids come up to the stand. EM is the mom. EM: hi, can I get 2 double tubes? Me: I'm sorry, ma'am. We sold out of all our doubles a while ago. I can rent you out our last singles we have, though. She just looked shocked, like I had just insulted her 2 kids, who, might I add, were burning their feet on the hot concrete. I tell the kids they can stand in the shade next to me, which they do. EM: what? No, I need double tubes. My 2 kids want to share one, and I want to ride in one with my husband. Now, I had already dealt with crappy customers before her, so I was already kind of in a bad mood. Me: listen, I physically can't give you double tubes when we don't have any left. EM: well, I don't care. I know you have some double tubes left. Me: I can show you the back if you want. That'll prove to you. EM: no, I want my double tubes. She pulls out her membership card. She's a Diamond Elite. It's a higher tier for members of this park. EM: see, I am a Diamond member and I need my tubes. Me: sorry, but I can't give you these tubes. EM: fine, give me singles and only charge me for 2 doubles. Usually I'm not allowed to do this. I only did it to customers that I like, and I certainly didn't like this woman. Me: sorry ma'am, I can't do that for you. I'll get fired. EM: well, why does it matter? It's basically the same thing. Me: I'm not doing that, I say as I ring her up. EM: fine, whatever. I ring her up, and finally I think it's over. Oh boy, was I wrong. Now, where I'm stationed, guest services is to the left of me. This woman legit goes to guest services and starts yelling about how I charged her for 4 doubles instead of 4 singles. I am absolutely shocked at this woman. A supervisor comes up to me and asks, did you charge her for 4 doubles instead of 4 singles? Me: no, I did not. She was complaining about not being able to get 2 double tubes, so she bought 4 singles. EM is behind the supervisor as she's speaking to me, and she has the most crap-eating grin you can ever imagine. Me: look, I'll pull up her receipt for you. I press some buttons on the monitor, and her receipt pulls up, saying that she bought 4 singles. Supervisor: all right, sorry for this. She goes up to the EM and says that she paid for 4 singles, not 4 doubles. The EM just gets so furious and starts yelling about how she didn't get her Diamond Elite discount. Ironically, if she would have used her Diamond Elite discount, she would have gotten 4 singles for the same price as 2 doubles. The supervisor tells her that she should have thought of that before she bought those tubes. The EM is defeated and leaves, and I get to go home. What a lovely day. So Karen throws a temper tantrum because she didn't get her way. Well, what's the OP supposed to do? To magically make 2 doubles inner tubes appear out of nowhere? Give me a break. This EM's an idiot. And I'm glad she got busted in the end, and she didn't get her dang discount. Anyway, that's all the stories I have for today. Links to the original Reddit posts will be in the description box below. Please stop on by Reddit to show the OP some love and an upvote. If you enjoy my content, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to let you know when I've uploaded new videos. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.